Over the last decade, and especially since the shift to remote learning, many school systems have expanded student and teacher access through the accelerated procurement of technology. While this trend includes many positive outcomes, communities that scale their IT systems also become more susceptible to a wide range of cybersecurity issues. A robust technical solution is a critical component to shielding people and systems from digital threats. But in addition to that, school system leaders must also work together to co-create and implement a systems-based cybersecurity strategy. Sponsored by Dell Technologies and developed by Advanced Learning Partnerships, consultants developed a CoSN branded interactive digital game. CoSN's Cybersecurity Advisory Committee, comprised of EdTech leaders from across the nation, developed a bank of cybersecurity questions that are ever expanding and are used while playing the game. This design provides an easily acceptable, scenario-based game for district administrators. Playable in less than an hour, the game provides CoSN members with an invaluable resource to foster empathy, co-ownership, and cross-department dialogue. The game's intent is to create a stronger approach to cybersecurity amongst all leaders of a K-12 education system. This video will demonstrate the design concept for the cybersecurity leadership game.
So, when we conceived of this, and Frankie's going to talk a little bit more about this in just a moment, we were looking at a way to help to build a game that allowed people to work either with district leadership, with end users, and with your staff to develop and expand your cybersecurity capacity for responding to incidents and understanding how to, what the process is. In the similar way in which you would do a facilitated tabletop, but more open and not necessarily 100% scenario based, so that we do have scenarios in here, but really as an opportunity to facilitate conversations with core groups of people who really need to understand cybersecurity in different levels depending on their role in the organization.
Of those 50 students, some kind of a letter that says, for transparency's sake, your child's records may have been breached.
So this is why I say check with legal counsel, because you might be opening yourself up for potential liability in that, and counsel may advise you otherwise. Ethically, of course, right? We always want to do the right thing and be as transparent, but we could be thinking into some legal or insurance considerations, and so at that point, I always go to counsel. I say, what do you advise? What does the super want? What does the board want? What does counsel say is okay for us to do?
So what problem are y'all working?
Yeah, we did. Yes, we've identified a lot of that as far as
Procedures.
And it might be a cleanup day if your agents to go pick all that stuff.
Pick it all up.
Definitely policies as well. Policies. Training on the policies.
Training on the policies. Good.
But also, now what are you going to do to let people know, families know that their students' data has been compromised?
I think that's the most challenging part.
Yes, that is.
Find out who's affected by the increase.
Yeah.
The teacher wants you to actually print it out. Because okay, you might be picking them up on the fence line, but how many went over that fence line?
That's right.
Well, there's actually two people involved in this, because it doesn't sound like the staff member was the one who moved them to the house. Not only just replacing them, somebody actually moved them to the house.
And it could be their beds are not identified well. Like we have a blue bed for shredding or recycling. Well, we have a recycler, leaf shredder.
They're separate from the IT team. You inform them on how this all works. They decide how to position it.
They will do it. They will write the first draft of the communication. I'll review it, correct whatever. I'll remove the word hacker throughout and make sure servers is server and
make sure they're communicating the right message.
Yeah.
So what if you do find out that all of those records were from past students? They're not current to families. How would they do? So that changes the game. To let them know still. But well, you still have to do it because they could be in different states. Which you need to hold them. And they could be adults.
She asked if you had a cybersecurity.
I did.
We said you actually got
She asked if you had a cybersecurity incident.
So what would you do in this case?
What would I do?
Yes.
We executed the person. No. No, we had to get the communication people in front of it. 'Cause
Communication,
It was
yeah.
bad.
All right. Anybody else?
We said there would need to be a lot of re-education.
A lot of re-education, and that's the truth, and process maybe, procedures. Yeah.
And we want to know why the shred bin was full, why
Yeah.
it hadn't been emptied on a time.
Something so small sometimes can be your worst issue that you've got to deal with. Well, thank you for sharing.
Done. First, get on your jeans and your grubbies and go pick up trash from the fence or such. But also now determining what's printed and who you need to contact as far as parents, and just trying to do your due diligence in that way. And then there's an examination of your policies and procedures. What is really happening? Why is there a need to print? And so that led into a whole different discussion about managing print and print services within your school district, changing that mindset. But also, what are your procedures, and who should be handling what, and who needs to be educated?
Great point.
So how do you do that? That's important. We even did that.
I mean, that's a tough one. It's like one of those words that I just removed from my vocabulary. You don't say that word, breach.
Rights back up for you.
Yeah, just remove that.
I have to check the network guys, but I'm just trying to think that
I'm gonna edit it.
All right, who has authorization in your organization to declare a deed breach? I'm looking for, I'm gonna start with this table, and then go to this table. What do we got? Who's authorized? Okay, in your organization, superintendent? Hey, since I was working over here, can you tell me what you were doing when I walked by?
I was looking at my